answering a Yanoja. Benin people, you must resist this. You must erase this mentality. Tomorrow, my broadcast will be on Yoruba people. Useless set of people. Who told you you are majority? You are insulting your father. Am I talking to Yoruba? I just advise you, you don't have sense. You criminal people. Remove Wazobia and see if Nigeria will not progress. That idiot is Benin. Why do you talk to Benin? Why can't you cut me off? Tomorrow, my broadcast will be on Yoruba people. Useless set of people. You think we are afraid of you? We need your validation. We are indigenous people in our land. We are not in Yoruba land. We are not Igbo people. We are not Hausa people. Stop fooling yourself. We want to solve Nigerian problem. You are coming to bring Yoruba, what do you call it? Nepotism. Respect yourself. Oh. We don't want to fight one battle in two phases. Respect yourself. Yeah, this one, yeah, this one. Have I denied? When I went to the DSS to clear myself, Yoruba man slapped me. Go and check my broadcast.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. How are we all doing? Today, we decided to stream here. For a very long time now, I have not been here. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. So we have seen some of this kind of video. The voice you are hearing is the man called George Oyibe. In case if you don't know, George Oyibe is from Abo. Okay? Igbo people. He joined IPOB. He was talking, in Radio Biafra, broadcasting. He did not join as just a floor member. He piloted a lot of things in Biafra movement. And he has spoken to Whitman and American. In fact, they are very close. Then they used to talk and all that. You know what it means to host program on Radio Biafra. You know what that means. George Oyibe was doing that. And he had issue with Mas Namodekan. He decided to stay away and, of course, turn against Mas Namodekan at the same time. He turned against Mas Namodekan against Biafrans. You know, one thing about our people is that once I think I said that on our live broadcast yesterday, once they are not part of what you are doing, even though they used to be part of it, the moment they change, the moment they stop supporting, they will start discussing, playing down your effort and start trying to attack you simply because to them this is the best way to revenge. That is the mentality. Now George Oyibe started claiming now that he's not an Igbo person. No. He's just on his own. He don't care about Igbo anymore. Please, if you're just joining us, like the video, okay? I can see truth must be told. I see you. Truth must be told, honesty. And we have, of course, our brother Christopher. Christopher is here. Good morning to you. I believe it should be your time, maybe afternoon or evening, depending on your time zone. Please accept my greetings and like the video. Like I said, George Oyibe was very, very, very angry, simply because he's no longer with Mas Namodekan. He felt that this is an opportunity to go out and attack Igbo people. And just like what Esima is doing, some of us, it is irritating. Esima is not an Igbo person. I'm not saying that it's not everybody from the coastal region is Igbo. No, but there's Igbo tribe, those who speak Igbo language, but different dialects. Like I always tell us, it doesn't mean that you're maybe, for example, Norana, Donorana, Sukulana, they're all sit down, Igbo word, right? It depends on your dialect. Some people say, Nemire la, Nemire wo, Dakela mire. You know what that kind of thing? At the end of the day, meaning the same thing, but different dialects. Okay? Some people say that no, my Igbo is not, that my Igbo is the only Igbo. The other people's Igbo, it doesn't mean anything. Ezike, I see you. I see Ezike. So please do me a favor by making sure you like the video. All right. We are just 4 minutes of the program. I don't want to start talking or playing music. I don't want to waste much time here. Okay. We have just to go straight to the program and bring it to the way it is and our opinion. If you choose to join me, put it on comment section, then I'll send the link to you. Then you can join me. But I don't think I will have a special time for people to come in and all that. So maybe if you are from coastal region and you have issue, maybe something that you are confused about and you want us to discuss about it, you can let me know. We'll talk about it live on air. All right. Or maybe you have different opinion, maybe to you. Tribe that speak Igbo language don't need to identify with Igbo people. Maybe you have issue with that. You can also come and let us talk about it. Because I have to appreciate Namen TV. That our brother, please like the video. Is exactly my brother. Thank you so much. That's Christopher. I have to appreciate Namen TV. Namen TV, I don't know his real name. I don't know his real name. That guy have done something that no, in fact, he make it all work. Just like DPM is doing her thing, trying her best. Master Mekani, you know who he is. You know, I don't need to introduce him to you. You know PM Samanekba, what he has done and what he stands for. Everybody can be special in their own area. Even if you don't have anybody, you don't need to join any group to do something good and something very nice. You can do it in your own little way. Look at Namen TV. He decided to move across the board. Like, it doesn't matter the state, as long as Igbo people in Kogi, in Benue, Igbo people in Cross River, Igbo people in Delta, in Benin, he has been all over. This guy have gone to all these places, discussing and relating with them, not for any other thing, but to know the reason why they are not, identifying with Igbo people. He has spent years consistently doing that, and you cannot see the results. This our brother here, this guy that played his hair, it maybe before Namen TV started moving around and discussing about Igbo people, Igbo unification and everything. Maybe he's one of those who don't even have, the zeal to come out and broadcast about Igbo and all that. This is supposed to be the job of Ohaneze. His name is Chukwuemeka. Thank you so much, Christopher. That Ndi was supposed to put out a Bull Award. The guy deserved official title in Igbo land, like the whole Igbo. I'm not talking about Anambra Igbo. No. I'm talking about Igbo people. Need to give that guy one powerful title, well recognized, well respected. It's not easy. I love what he has done, and he's still doing that. Today, we now have people from Anioma, Ikure people, that are now talking to their own people. Because you may think you know, but when you begin to live with other people, you know better. That thing that you think you know, you have not discussed with anybody. The moment the platform and the chance for you to come out and discuss it with some people comes and you grab it, that is the best decision. And that is what he's playing out now. Now, speaking of George Oyibe, before George Oyibe, not only Namen, I cannot just appreciate him enough, or my appreciation should not go to him alone. It goes to even this guy here. And there's another guy, I don't know their name, but I have the pictures. I'm not prepared to show you the pictures and other things. Maybe as time goes on, if need be, we can, explore this kind of broadcast and go in details about it, and maybe show you some of their gatherings, because it's not hidden, it's on social media. But people are not paying close attention to what they're doing, because this is the best way to do it. It is very clear now. All the major tribes in Igbo land are doing things for them to be, just to strengthen themselves. Some of them don't even have what it takes, what it takes to be more powerful, more strong, like we do. They devoted their time to make sure that they rubbish our own by disintegrating our people, telling them that we are not this. Some of them devote their time, their money, just to deceive people that you are not Igbo. Starting from during the war, to the extent that after the war, people started hiding their names, like still in Damascus, which I was told, we have been told that his name, their family name is Ojukwu. They changed it to Damascus. There's a comedian called Is he what's the name of this guy? American? They're in America. He just told his story a few days ago. How they moved to America, and the name is Godfrey, somebody, a comedian. In fact, let me go to Joseph Okechukwu's platform, because the place I saw it is in his platform. I think last week. It should be last week. Today is Monday, right? It should be last week. So hopefully we may locate it on time. Don't get anywhere, okay? Because I have to go there. Let us see if we can. Where's Joseph Okechukwu's platform? That guy is a comedian, well known. Not that all that big comedian, but at least he's not. If you see his picture, if you are good in maybe watching comedy, foreign comedians and everything, you understand what I'm talking about. The guy just shared his story that they changed their name for them to, move out of the country. That is the story that his father told him. Igbo people. Okay, I think the name is Godfrey. Just a moment. Let me see if I can locate it now. I am already here on Joseph Okechukwu's platform. I'm trying to locate that post that he made last week. And that video, I shared it, but I don't know if I did remove it, something like that. I don't need to. I think the best place to go direct is from his platform. But this guy posts something every now and then, to be honest with you. So many messages here, so many of them, so many. Well, let's continue. I will bring it up. Just a moment. So if you are just joining us, please do me a favor by making sure you like the video and subscribe. This guy posts a lot. I don't know. I think he have some workers. I think Joseph, how can he be posting this kind of thing? This is just 15 hours ago. So I have not even scratched the wow. When they get you. He posts a lot. Maybe somebody is working for he hires some people that are posting things for him, because this one is beyond what is. I don't think anybody will single-handedly post this kind of thing in a day. Yeah, here we go. I've seen him. Please I'm gonna share the screen now. So for you to understand the damage, this identity crisis, I just want you to lay the background, for you to know what our people have been through. No other tribe in West Africa, in fact, in entire Africa, have faced what Igbo people are facing. No other tribe. But I'm not bragging, but that is what it is. And if you know, you know. That just. I don't need to tell you something different from this, because you should know. All right. Now let me put it here. Why sharing it to you? Please, if you are new to the platform, I expect you to at least hit like button and subscribe to this channel. All right. I want you to subscribe, because you can see the channel, we are still growing. We have not gotten to where we're supposed to be. Do me a favor by making sure you subscribe to the channel, in case if you're new. Okay. Now let me share the screen. I think we have gotten that. Example: Nnewi origin is from Benin to Ondo, from Ondo to where we are today. Nnewi, nothing. Ndoni. Okay, from Ndoni to where we are today, Anambra State. But it does not mean that we are Beninese. Our grandfather told us that Benin was once Igbo land. Chinedu, are you from coastal region? What is your race state? Let me understand, because you sound like some people from coastal region, what they normally say about we are from Benin this and that. I don't believe that. There's one elderly man from coastal region that have a lot of information. I believe his own story. He said that originally Igbo people migrated to Benin to work there, and something happened. They have to come back. So when they said that the Benin people are from Onitsha, that the people of Onitsha are Benin, he said it's not true. These are Igbo people that went out and come back. So, but everybody, you know, they always want to write your story for you so that you end up being the way they want it to be. You understand? So, which you don't, no sensible person will allow that kind of thing to happen. And we are here to talk about it so that we can learn. You don't need to fold hand and wait for other people to tell your own story. It doesn't work that way. That's not a good thing at all. That's not a good thing. So always, please make sure you like the video. And Ejike is here because I remember I can recognize your name. Your name has changed, to be honest. No longer Ejike. Please, I'm trying to share this, but it's not recognizing the browser yet. It's not recognizing the browser. I don't know why. Let me. Should I download it? No. If I download it now, it will take me time. What will I do now? I just wanted to see the guy that I'm talking about. He's here. I have it already, but to share it now, the system refused to recognize it. Sometimes this settings always give us headache. No, it's not. Okay, let me do it this way. Let's see. Okay, I think I've gotten that. Now, this is the guy. This guy here. Okay. If you used to watch some of his comedy, he's a stand-up comedian. So he's a comedian, but if you listen to him, you may not know that he's an Igbo guy. This program that Joseph Okechukwu cut out this part, where he called this part, from. I have watched the video, not the full video, but at least I have watched almost 30 minutes of the video before he made this post. So I knew where he got this message from. But the thing is this. The major thing I want you to understand, he said, I am from Nnewi. Okay. No problem. I'm coming to your comment though. Just a moment. Now let's hear what the guy said. What the guy said. Let's watch it again.
My original last name is Chima. My father changed it, took his dad's name, put Dan Chima so they can get out of Nigeria because they were killing Igbos. So it was my aunt told me this. She said, that's the reason why you're Dan Chima. It was survival. It was survival. Yeah, we were Chimas, and they were looking for Igbos to kill. Yeah. And my father was smart, just said, nah, Dan Chima, we Dan Chima. So get out. Growing up in America, Black Americans around in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. So you're talking about Southern mentality. So they'd be like, man, you Black African, they'd be like, is there, you be chasing, they would say that. And then, you have African American friends shitting on you. And then you have a Nigerian say, you're not really Nigerian. Like, I am. Like, I just was born here. In Biafra. The war. Yeah, Biafra. That's why we got here. 154. We all connected, baby. You already know.
So do you understand it now? I'm gonna play it back again so that it will make more sense to you.
My original last name is Chima. But my father changed it, took his dad's name, put Dan Chima so they can get out of Nigeria because they were killing Igbos. So it was my aunt told me this. She said, that's the reason why you got Chima. It was survival. It was survival. Yeah, we were Chimas, and they were looking for Igbos to kill. Yeah. And my father was smart, just said, nah, Dan Chima, we Dan Chima. So get out. Growing up in America, Black Americans around in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. So you're talking about Southern mentality. So they'd be like, man, you Black African, they'd be like, is there, You be chasing. They wouldn't say that. And then, you know, you have African American friends shitting on you. And then you have a Nigerian say, you're not really Nigerian. Like, I am. Like, I just was born here. It was, you know, Biafra. The war. Yeah, the war. That's why we got here. 154. We all connected, baby. You already know.
So this video should just be an eye opener to many of us. This is a very short one, like just called it out. But the video is very long, to be honest with you. And if I trace it back, I may to my YouTube history, I may have, because I've watched the video, the program from their own platform. All right, before Joseph actually made this post. Now the reason why I will have to bring it up up is for you to understand when we talk about identity crisis. If this man, if they don't move to America, that's his father. This guy will be in Nigeria telling you that we migrated from Benin and we moved from outside Benin to the other side of Benin. Then you understand? That is it. Some of them that they did not manage to escape, they are the one telling you that yes, we share the same language, but not as Igbo as your own. Your Igbo is different. We are not Igbo. We are not Yoruba. We are not Hausa. We are of our great grandfather. There's a way. He's a younger brother to senior brother of people from Benin. This is just babadash because the history. Some of them are ashamed of what changing their name, but this one is already Americanized. So anything he don't need to hold back. He said it the way it is. Now, George Oyibe, like I was saying, joined the IPOB, was broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Today, Igbo people is his problem. American should be hanged. Igbo people is the major issue. Deep down their mind, they know they're Igbo. They all know. They have this history. They know. But to accept is a problem. Why? They will, I will look stupid, so I change my name because of that kind of thing. They have many reasons. Some of them want to be president like Wike, and that's a Wike of River State. Wike just want to believe that denying his Igbo identity will make him to become important in Nigerian politics. Thinking that those who actually divide Igbo and push that narrative, they are stupid. They don't know what the truth. They know the truth, so it doesn't matter if you accept or not. They know who you are. They always want you to go out and say it to Igbo people that you are different from them. To them, because that will hurt their brother, and that is what gives them joy. Once you from Anambra, Enugu, Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, when they say that, you will feel rejected. They will not say, that kind of thing. That is what they want to see. Now, George Oyibe is now going out saying all manner of nonsense things, not one, not two, against Igbo people. Do you remember what I told you now? That even those who are not Igbo, that actually know what happened, they love it when these people are saying this kind of thing, but they kept quiet. But that does not mean that they don't know who you are. They know who you really are. And some of them saying those things, they don't actually know who they are as well. But the target is you, that is Igbo. One, they want you to feel bad that your brother is rejecting you. That's why the issue of dot in a circle. That's where the whole thing started today. As of today, the dot in a circle, because they believe they have succeeded in making sure that they dismantle your border. They have interfered in your boundary and everything, and they have ended up making sure that the younger people, young generation, are confused of who they are. And they are paying some people, some gullible people who are, who are eager to test power and want to be relevant in Nigeria. And the best to do that is to deny their Igbo-ness and everything. That's why they're going to primary school, nursery school, and teaching young children how not to accept who they are, that they are not Igbo. So coming back to what I was saying about Namen TV, his job has made it possible now that people of the same those geographical area, like Ikwere, Anyoma, Ika people, they have taken it upon themselves to talk to their own people. No longer when an Anambra man will now be going from place to place in Delta, telling them that you are Igbo. No. People from their communities are now propagating it because they have come to a realization that it is a deliberate act to weaken you by dividing you. Once they divide you, they will have weakened you. It's not that you are not doing Igbo man from Imo State a favor by accepting who you are. You are not doing Igbo man from Anambra a favor I'm not saying you should accept what you are not. This is naturally, this is who you are. You are an Igbo person. Like the chairman, this man I played his girlfriend now. If not that he's in America, he'll be telling that his father immigrated, his grandfather migrated from Igbo, his great grandfather also from Igbo, from Benin, and he was serving with in Oba Palace, and something married the Oba younger stepmother, daughter, whatever, and they migrated from Ondo. They now come back to they go to Ile-Ife, they worship and come back to Benin. So one day like that, there's a little crisis. They cross the border. They landed in Delta and somehow touched their foot on the Anambra, and therefore the younger brother said that you don't want to go back. That's why you now have them in Anambra, and they don't want to migrate back. So this story is just laughable. You understand? Very laughable. If you keep on denying it, you get the point that when they will remind you, and they're going to remind you in a very bad way, because sometimes it's always good for you to stand on the truth, no matter what. Otherwise, you end up regretting it. Even some of them that are very, very ready to attack Igbo people, because it's only Igbo people that is the most peaceful tribe in Nigeria is Igbo. Let me repeat myself. The most peaceful tribe in Nigeria is Igbo. You can't what they're saying against Igbo people or doing against Igbo people cannot be done into Northern. You can't do it. You dare not to come out and target Igbo people. Yorubas know this very, 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 very well. I'm talking when I say Yoruba, when I mention Yoruba, I'm not talking about the entire Yoruba. Please, is Afonja, like that man called himself playmate, or is it playmate or primate or whatever he called himself. that fake pastor who said that Igbos are cursed. All right, like that man. These are people who don't know and they don't want to know. They are willing to say all manner of nonsense just to make themselves happy. So those class of people is what I'm talking about. I'm just referring to them. So not all the Yorubas. We have a very sensible Yorubas who they're not all that vocal. That's why those bad ones are overshadowing them, because the sensible one don't even have strength to argue or to start talking about anything, to their people. They just feel like I am disappointed on my people, and they kept quiet. Which personally I would have preferred them to talk more, so that their people will now listen. Nsima, who is not Igbo, Nsima is not an Igbo person, but they still recognize that you are more Igbo than Nigeria. They see all of us as one, whether you like it or not. Akwa Ibom people, and they are not Igbo tribe, but at least they are close to Igbo than any other people. Because it's only Igbo people that did not conquer minority group that share border with them. Yoruba did it. They conquered a lot of. Or you think they don't have minority group like we have it in the eastern part? They have this in the west, but the west, Yoruba people swallow them and add them up to what they have today as Yoruba people. On attempt to expand their territory, that's why Fulani, of course, they welcome Fulani. Fulani penetrated them and planted what they are now battering now, which will be a very big problem in years to come, because they have intermarried. They have shared a lot of Fulani blood in Yoruba now. So many of them. They can't do it. And if Fulani, they are aware of this. They are now penetrating Igbo through Nsukka and Imo State. Nsukka in Enugu State. They are now penetrating in Igbo land through Nsukka and Imo State. Some tribes, some communities in Imo State. That's why Imo State. That's why I was one of my videos I was talking about some people from Imo people that are living life of Alabotu. That kind of thing it will end up destroying a lot. Because some of them don't even know their community. They prefer to be Lagosian than even Lagosian themselves. You want to be, you know, more than northern people. And you see this kind of people, mainly from Imo State and Enugu State now, which is Nsukka. Nsukka, the people are the one, you know, welcoming Muslim in their midst, which I don't know. And welcoming them is not my problem, but the truth is that Christianity, they are failing woefully. And Nsukka people have a lot of pastors' reverence in them, but they are unable to understand the agenda and the target of Fulanis. They don't know. And it's only black people who don't learn from what happened to their neighbor. We always want to fold our hands to make sure that things is waiting for God to come and pilot everything for us for free. And things doesn't work that way. So Nsima, and as many of you that followed him, or maybe you have come across his video after he ran away with Nelly of Igbo, these are people that once in time a supporter and promoter of the Biafran movement. They decided to step back. They start back now, but their primary job now is to attack Igbo people as a tribe, and of course attack Masnamano, everybody. Look at Nsima. Look at Nsima. Puff puff. He's busy now attacking Igbo people. But one thing is for sure, like I told you, in as much as we're attacking people and saying what they're saying, the other tribe will be like, okay, we love what they're doing, keep on doing it. They'll be waiting for you. One day they will remind you who you are. I'm going to start from Nsima before we now move to George Oyibe. George Oyibe is Igbo man. Nsima is not Igbo, but a Biafran. But he chose not to identify simply because they always want to drag Yoruba. All of them, all these flavor, those who are battling with the identity crisis, the first friendship they will make is Yoruba people and Bini people. That's their first friendship. Then Yoruba people will now bring them together to go and bow down to Fulani, to Caliphate, and from there they think they're relevant. Speaking of, I'm touching everything now because after this we'll go straight to the program. Do you know why Asari Dogbo always speak on Igbo people? It is because of the peacefulness of Igbo people. If not, Asari cannot say all those things to other tribe and get away freely. Do you understand? But Igbo people, if you like, we are the only. Sometimes I don't like it, but sometimes it makes more sense. Like, we are the only tribe that people can on their camera insult and call that and say all manner of nonsense and get away with it. It's of late now that people are now started reacting, like responding to them through video, not planning and plotting anything against them, but do it to the other tribe. Northerners, you pay for it. That is why you see some people will tell you that Igbo attacking Igbo pastors or reverends or past bishop and all that, like the one Matthias Ezak is doing. Matthias Ezak is speaking on because that is who Igbo people are. Ask yourself, why is Matthias Ezak not talking about Shegumi and the other Northerners, Imam and the rest of them? You think he don't know? Let him try it now. He will face it squarely. But sometimes it's not good to ignore all those things. Sometimes you need to respond because I will never so on a demo sometimes I will before you I'm going to as I go. Now let's hear from Nsima.
I've always told them that I don't trust this Nsima boy. People, be careful what you discuss with Nsima. I feel even tolerate other tribe. You see Calabar, we no get level, we get identity crisis. Don't you dare come and talk to us. I feel even tolerate other tribe. You see Calabar, we no get level, we get identity crisis. Don't you dare come and talk to us. No. You are going to eat poo. You are going to eat poo. You stupid person. You won't give Yoruba woto woto. Calabar person won't give Yoruba woto woto. Lati Igbo Sibo from where to where. Something we Benin do where they not get level. Now only one person, all of them they run for. Now only Olabola, all of una they see, una they run. So una small to me. Nsima is in the middle of the Benin people where they do bola business. Nsima no ko, Nsima no gbe. Nsima no ko. You no go better for your mama. You no go better for your mama. I don't know how old you are, but I fit even tolerate other tribe. You see Calabar, we no get level, we get identity crisis. Don't you dare come and talk to us.
Now, all this while, all this time that the Nsima is talking down on Igbo people, you will see this kind of affronter to challenge him and say, no, don't talk about it. Don't, you know, it's wrong for you to say this about Igbo people. Stop it. No, they will not. No, not at all. They will just keep quiet. But deep down their mind, she knew that Nsima have identity crisis. That problem exists. But as long as Nsima is battling with his identity crisis and fighting other people for Afonja Yoruba, they will support you until the day that you will try to regain your senses. They will remind you, look at you, you don't even know who you are. And one of the worst that will happen to a man is identity crisis, because you end up eating what is not meant for you, talking anyhow, going against those that are supposed to be keep you company, those that are supposed to side you and be with you. You will end up making mistakes and blunder. After that, what happened? You'll be left alone. You will regret it at the end. So this is Nsima's issue. But today, Nsima is talking about every now and then Igbo, you know, and that thing gives him joy. You see how fun, hey, my brother, don't mind that, you know, these Igbo people, you know, they are doing this. Oh, you see, these Igbo people, typical Afonja breed. That's what they do. Real Yoruba people will be like, they don't talk. They understand what the people are doing, but they don't know how to start talking about it. Some of them, you know, don't like to even stand. They don't even like to hear what some of those Afonjas are doing. That is gospel truth. But they say, man, oh no, Igbo people this, Igbo people, black fraud, as if after saying that, so what? Will it change your identity? No. Now let's go to George Oyibo, who is now this one is called Igbo man from Abo. From Abo. If they don't like Igbo people, ask yourself why. At some point in time, these two people have identified with different movement. So if they see themselves they are not anything, there's nothing like Igbo, this and that, Igbo, they hate Igbo. Why do they join before? That goes back to what I told you, that as long as they are not in the group, they will start telling you that everything they have supported before is evil, because they are no longer there. That is different between them and the Northerners. A Northern man will not even, if you want to talk about it, no, just he do not comment negative, or he just be himself, be on his own. But typically Igbo people, they will start telling that everything they have supported before, that thing is a crime. And saying it, they will pick somebody to blame all that on. They will not talk about it, other people. They will not remind you, and they don't want you to even remind them what I have said or done in the past about that particular thing. Let's start from Jojo, even like I said.
Now, tomorrow, if you Benin people keep quiet, what you begin to hear is, oh, Edo State is a Yoruba land, because why are they answering a Yanoja? Benin people, you must resist this. You must erase this mentality. Tomorrow, my broadcast will be on Yoruba people, useless set of people. Who told you are majority? You are insulting your father. Am I talking to Yoruba? I just advise you, you don't have sense. You criminal people. Remove Wazobia and see if Nigeria will not progress. That idiot is Benin. Why do you talk to Benin? Why can't you cut me off? Tomorrow my broadcast will be on Yoruba people. Useless set of people. You think we are afraid of you? We need your validation. We are indigenous people in our land. We are not in Yoruba land. We are not Igbo people. We are not Hausa people. Stop fooling yourself. You want to solve Nigerian problem. You are coming to bring Yoruba, what do you call it? Nepotism. Respect yourself. Oh. We don't want to fight one battle in two phases. Respect yourself. Yeah, this one, yeah, this one. Have I denied? When I went to the DSS to clear myself, Yoruba man slapped me. Go and check my broadcast. Am I holding it against him? I only advise you people, if you want to.
In case if you don't know, where he's making this comment is the platform where he joined Yoruba to pick on Igbo. The people, the owner, everything about these Yorubas, they know his identity. That this one is Igbo, lost sheep from Igbo land. This one is somebody that he's battling with identity crisis. They will not help you. They will even help you to become more confused. They will help you with your stupidity and your idiocy. They will welcome you as long as you go out there to propagate that Igbo is devil. Do you know what they want to achieve that? Because these are from jazz, they know how they have history of conquering other minority group. They believe that they will stretch their Oduduwa kingdom to even east. That was the time some of them was saying that Anambra belonged to Yoruba. Like they're claiming, and this is Anoma. Some of them are dragging Anoma with Igbo people today. That Delta States belong to them. This is who they are. That's why I don't believe that Tinubu will create Anambra State, because Tinubu is also from is in the same class with Afonja. That is just it. That's just it. I don't believe it will take. It must be a miracle, and I'm not here to, wish for anything. All I want is just total separation, because that's the only thing that will help everybody to regain their senses. Total separation. It is better for the betterment of Yoruba land, Yoruba people, to build Yoruba kingdom and expand their wing, to stretch their wing to other boundary, and perhaps they may reclaim Kwara State, which honestly, I'm not a Yoruba man, but this time I remember that Fulani have taken Kwara from Yoruba. I felt so bad about it. I don't like it. Honestly, I'm being real. I don't like it. Because taking their land from them, it will help Fulani to take over all the Yoruba land. If case not taken, like I said, it is very difficult for them. Look at what they did. Muslim in Yoruba land have welcomed one man called Sheikh something. I don't know the man's name, his name, but the man have history of Ogbunigwe. As of yesterday, the day before yesterday, people were celebrating it on social media. Some people were complaining about it. How come this man is here in the country? That kind of thing. I don't know who the man is before, but some of the videos that people shared about the man, wow. The man was even telling, he believed that Quran told them to go and conquer everybody, grab their land. If you tell them to convert to Islam, if they refuse, tell them to pay tax. If they refuse, then wage war against them. Well, if you fight them and conquer them, then they become your slave. You take their land, everything, because he gave you two opportunities to survive. I made the video here. I've shared the video. I posted it here on this platform. If you're following us here, you must have seen that video. Do you understand? And who made it possible? The conference or the teachings of the man. They hosted the man in Lagos. This is to tell you that as a Yoruba man who is not a Christian, maybe a traditionalist or a Christian, your life is in danger. It's a matter of time. Is that all? It may happen in your presence or after. The time frame the man normally gives is 40 to 50 years for them to conquer everywhere and begin to practice Sharia law. the man said that that if their chief come down and said that he needed his demand 6 years old girl, 6 years old, that he will give it willingly. That's to tell you the level of, you understand? For a man to beat his chest and say that he's willing to sacrifice his 6 years old child, is it your own child that is not going to sacrifice? That's why I say you need to be afraid of such people. And Yorubas are sleeping over that. Why the few Yoruba Muslims are paving ways, opening doors for what will be difficult for them to handle. And Igbos have started opening the same door as well. Like I said, the so-called converter, those who converted to Islam, like most of them might help them to go to Hajj, and some of them and those of them from Sukkah and other parts, you can. I mean, it's a matter of time unless if something is done about it. It's not as if converting to Islam is my problem. It's not my problem. It's your choice. But the type of Islam in Nigeria, the type of Muslim in Nigeria, is not something anybody should be proud of. I have seen some decent, civilized or sensible Muslim that they're not that they don't like to hear even this radicalization or anything. They're just practicing their Islam on their own without. But you see, the one in Nigeria is different. In fact, it's difficult to relate with them. Very, very difficult, and it's getting worse day by day.
Solve Nigerian problem. Make sure you are not dealing with instigators. Make sure you know the people you are talking about, and that you are flaming up. Thunder fire you. Oh, Nikure. You see, Yoruba better than Igbo. When we are done with Igbo, we will come for you. Begin to.
Now, in the same platform where he normally insults Igbo people, he's not telling them that is Yoruba better than Igbo. According to him, when we're done with Igbo people, we come for you. You and who? I don't know. Because his backbone had been Yoruba people all this while. Giving some senseless history. Or how Zeke is, Zeke is one that unify everybody. How Zeke is the reason why Nigeria is today is one country today. That they wanted to have the Bender Republic. Zeke is the Igbo people stopped them. I don't understand. As Igbo man, you are regretting that you did not join Bender Republic. So this is self-hate, and you can only see it from a flave like him.
Fool yourself. Record this thing. Secure it because I'm recording all of you. You are talking rubbish. God punish you. Abiuna majority. Is it not Yoruba fighting Hausa fighting Igbo?
And the true colors shows. When they were preaching this morning, we know.
Now you see, Yoruba people said this is Yoruba people how they reacted. He said, and the true color showed. They know that this guy has the true color all this while. George Oibe. Just imagine imagine who would I say now? Let's say we'll go 247. Okay. Let's say we'll go 247 now, no longer talking about Biafra and started talking against Igbo people and joining Yoruba forum in a WhatsApp group to attack, not that you join them for something sensible, but to attack other people, committing nuisance and preaching this bigotry and everything against other tribe, even against your own tribe, because you fall in Delta State and you think because of that you are no longer Igbo. Fear of unknown. Do you understand? The man, they're not demanding him, and his true color showed. And what is that true color? Oh, he's Igbo man. But he spent months, weeks just to yap nonsense. They were clapping for him, knowing fully well that they knew where he come from. They don't need to tell them. They understand everything.
We were watching, and now the true colors are shown. We now know whom you are. Beleo Igbo man.
At the end, the Yoruba woman called him Igbo man.
That is it.
You see what I've been telling so many of our people, but they won't listen. George Onibe is there fighting Igbo unification, thinking that working with Yoruba people to bring down the effort of Igbo nation will make him succeed. He thought that it will work. But you know, say everybody get their own agenda. Yoruba people sees him as an Igbo man. George Oyibe is from Igbo. Igbo people are Igbo people. Even if they lie, let them keep saying that they are not Igbo people. They are Igbo people. The same Yoruba people that he always come on live on TikTok. All of them will gather telling the world that Igbo people are this, Igbo people are that, Igbo people want to take over Nigeria, Igbo people want to take over Nyoma land, Igbo people want to take over Ikwere land, Igbo people want to take over Bini land, and so on. All of them, they talk and before. Today, they are now quarreling. And even at that, they are calling him an Igbo man. Even as George Oyibe, they deny him Igbo identity. They turn Anyama people against the Southeast. Yoruba people, all of them, they work together. They call him Igbo man. This is for Kwane people to know that even if you are not Kwane person, like, keep telling the world that you are not an Igbo person. The world knows that you are an Igbo person.
But of course.
If you are a Ika person and you say you are not Igbo, you are just wasting your time. You are from Oshimiri, Aniocha, Ikwere, Oba, Ekpeye, Opobo, Ndoni, Eche. And you are saying that you are not Igbo. You are wasting your time. The unity that George Oyibe have with this Yoruba people is the hatred that they both have for Igbo nation. The unity in Nigeria is the hate that other tribes have for Igbo nation.
Which is
If not, other tribes in Nigeria don't love themselves. Even if George Oyibe likes, let him come online, say all sort of rubbish about Igbo nation. Yoruba people will never see him as one of them. They will always see him as an Igbo person. Any Anyoma person from Oshimiri, Okwane, Eka, Anyocha that is on TikTok, on Twitter, working with Yoruba people, talking with Yoruba people on TikTok and Twitter live, telling the world that the Igbos in the Southeast want to take over Anyama land. They want to grab land. They want to force Igbo identity on Anyama people. You follow Yoruba people, they drag Southeast, they do anyhow. As you they do that thing, those Yoruba people are only using you to destroy the unity of Igbo nation. They are only using you to fight Igbo nation. If una quarrel, they call you Igbo person. They know that you are Igbo. They know that you are just being stupid, and they are using that your stupidity to get what they want by fighting Igbo people, by making sure that Igbo people are not united. That's why I said that all those Anyama people, where they come online, they fight Southeast, they not get sense. Just look at George Oyibe, where they work with Yoruba people, they fight Igbo nation. Today, those same Yoruba people are calling him an Igbo man. They know that he's Igbo. Ika people are Igbo people. Okwane people are Igbo people. Oshimiri and Anyocha people are Igbo people. The Igbos indigenous in South are Igbo people. All those Anyama people that are fighting Igbo identity, saying that Anyama is not Igbo land, that they are not Igbo people. If those Anyama people see a post made by a Yoruba person or a Bini person, and in that post, they are fighting Igbo nation, they are insulting Igbo people in that post, you will see those Anyama people that are denying their Igbo identity, commenting, insulting Igbo nation, insulting Southeast. They go follow people who write that thing for that page, they insult Southeast. They think that all those things that they are doing, that those Yoruba and Benin people that posted that and love them, that are denying their Igbo identity. Any Anyama person where thinks say Benin people love them more than the Southeast, that Anyama person not get sense. Any Okwane person where he say Benin and Yoruba people love Okwane more than the Southeast, that Okwane person not get sense. Any Anyocha person, Oshimiri person, Ikwere or Ekpeye person where believe say Benin love them more than the Southeast, just know say those people they not get sense. You think say person when they speak the same language will love you more than people when they speak the same language with them. I always say this, that the major people that love Anyama people are our Igbo brothers in the southeast. The major people that love Ikore people.
I have to restart it because everything was hanging. Everything was hanging, so I have to restart it. And let me bring the video back so that we can continue from where we stopped.
Now, tomorrow, if you Benin people keep quiet,
They turn Anyama people against the southeast. Yoruba people, all of them, they work together, they call them Igbo man. This is for Okwane people to know that even if you are an Okwane person, like, keep telling the world that you are not an Igbo person. The world knows that you are an Igbo person. If you are a Ika person and you say you are not Igbo, you are just wasting your time. You are from Oshimiri, Aniocha, Ikwere, Oba, Ekpeye, Opobo, Ndoni, Eche, and you are saying that you are not Igbo. You are wasting your time. The unity that George Oyibe have with this Yoruba people is the hatred that they both have for Igbo nation.
Exactly.
The unity in Nigeria is the hate that other tribes have for Igbo nation. If not, other tribes in Nigeria don't love themselves. Even if George Oyibe likes, let him come online, say all sort of rubbish about Igbo nation. Yoruba people will never see him as one of them. They will always see him as an Igbo person. Any Anyama person from Oshimiri, Okwane, Eka, Aniocha that is on TikTok, on Twitter, working with Yoruba people, talking with Yoruba people on TikTok and Twitter live, telling the world that the Igbos in the southeast want to take over Anyama land. They want to grab land. They want to force Igbo identity on Anyama people. You follow Yoruba people, they drag southeast, they do anyhow. As you they do that thing, those Yoruba people are only using you to destroy the unity of Igbo nation. They are only using you to fight Igbo nation. If una quarrel, they call you Igbo person. They know that you are Igbo. They know that you are just being stupid, and they are using that your stupidity to get what they want by fighting Igbo people, by making sure that Igbo people are not united. That's why I said that all those Anyama people, where they come online, they fight Southeast, they not get sense. Just look at George Oyibe, where they work with Yoruba people, they fight Igbo nation. Today, those same Yoruba people are calling him an Igbo man. They know that he's Igbo. Ika people are Igbo people. Okwane people are Igbo people. Oshimiri and Aniocha people are Igbo people. The Igbos indigenous in South are Igbo people. All those Anyama people that are fighting Igbo identity, saying that Anyama is not Igbo land, that they are not Igbo people. If those Anyama people see a post made by a Yoruba person or a Benin person, and in that post, they are fighting Igbo nation, they are insulting Igbo people in that post, you will see those Anyama people that are denying their Igbo identity, commenting, insulting Igbo nation, insulting Southeast. They go follow people where write that thing for that page, they insult Southeast. They think that all those things that they are doing, that those Yoruba and Benin people that posted that and love them, that are denying their Igbo identity. Any Anyama person where think say Benin people love them more than the Southeast, that Anyama person not get sense. Any Okwane person where he say Benin and Yoruba people love Okwane more than the Southeast, that Okwane person not get sense. Any Aniocha person, Oshimiri person, Ikwere Oba Ekpe person where believe say Benin love them more than the Southeast, just know say those people they not get sense. You think say person when they speak the same language will love you more than people when they speak the same language with them. I always say this, that the major people that love Anyama people are our Igbo brothers in the Southeast. The major people that love Ikore people are we Igbo people. The person of an Igbo man in Nigeria is an Igbo man. The only people that love Igbo people in Nigeria are Igbo people. What we Anyama people want is to actualize the Anyama state and make sure that the state is being zoned to the southeast for we Anyama people to coexist with our brothers, people we speak the same language, culture and tradition with. You are speaking the same language with our southeast brothers. You say you no want join southeast. Say you one day for Delta State. Some of them they don't say they won't remain for south. Tell us the reason why you don't want to join the southeast. They will say we don't want to join southeast because we not be Igbo people. Tell us your history. They will start to talk nonsense. Some go to say, insecurity in the southeast, this, that. That's why we don't want to join the southeast. This south where we dey, is there security in south? No. This Anyama where we dey now, insecurity, damn nowhere we not dey. So stop using southeast, there is insecurity there. Stop using it as an excuse. Nothing lasts forever. All those bad things where they happen for southeast, one day it must surely stop. The bad things where they happen for Anyama land here, one day it must surely stop. In Okwane land, in one of our Okwane community called the BDI, they kidnap people for that place. The community people they think say, this kidnapping, now Fulani men they do amo. When those kidnappers were caught, they come find and say those kidnappers are BDI people.
Okay.
The kidnappers themselves are from that community BDI. Now then they kidnap their own people. They demand for ransom inside bush. So nowhere where insecurity all day. Stop blaming the southeast for your misfortune. You can see some Anyama people, instead of to blame politicians where the Anyama land, where they milk Anyama land dry, they go they visit the talk say now southeast they destroy Nigeria. The problem in Anyama today is done by Igbo people also. Why? The one we talk for Ebede now say na Ebede people be kidnappers where they kidnap their people. Are those Ebede people from southeast? No, they are from Ebede. Last time for Mune, the herdsmen they slaughter people, they cut people anyhow. All those herdsmen are they from the southeast? No, they are from the north. So we must stop blaming the southeast for our problems. Look at George Ibe. Just look at how the guy they fight with Yoruba people where he say they be his friend. You and Nyoma person where they fight Igbo unity, where they fight our southeast brothers. You and Yoruba people where they support you, will not get the same agenda. They are just using you.
Okay.
The only people who will get the same agenda now we Igbo people. We Igbo nation talk say, see what thing we won't do. Make we do this thing with unity. We go do that thing and we go actualize that thing. But Okwane people and Urobo people not go fit get the same agenda. We are different people entirely. Forget say we be neighbors, say we dey do business together. We can't have the same agenda. If to say we and them get the same agenda, Okwane land for develop like Urobo land today. Like as I be Okwane person now, if good thing they happen for Okwane land, I want to make that good thing also they happen for Ika land. I want to make it they happen for Oshimiri and Anyocha land because we and these people, we be one people, we they speak the same language. Language is a very big unifying factor. The same culture and tradition is a very big unifying factor. It shows say we be one people. And now why I want to make that good thing where they Okwane land reach their own land. But the Yoruba person will not reason that way. It's natural. Yoruba person no go fit want make it better for Yoruba land, make it also better for Okwane people because una not be the same people. Say good thing they be land, you know go make enter Ikaland because you people are not the same with them. You are totally different from them. They will only want that good thing to be in another Benin speaking community.
Which is true.
We black people, we are tribal people. Now only people where be like us, where they speak like us, we they really see as brothers. That is fact. So if Anyama people keep pushing the southeast away, saying we no one join southeast, we are not be one people, it shows say those set of Anyama people they no get sense. We Anyama people, we are expected to be with people we speak the same language with. Language first, language. If you be a Anyama person, you they follow all these enemies of Igbo nation, they fight southeast. You are shooting Anyama people in the foot. You are taking Anyama land backward. I'm not going to sit down, they see person, they bombard southeast.
I don't understand what you said. Yayo, Kuku. Please, what do you mean by this? I don't understand. He madman we USBG government have moving on. What do you mean by that? Let me understand what you mean by that. I want to know what you mean, please.
I can't take it because they are my brothers. But because of identity crisis, you don't from small picking believe say you not be Igbo person. So many of your elders they tell you say Igbo people are bad people, Igbo people they cheat people, Igbo people they do this, Igbo people they do that. The evil way they happen for Anyoma, well now they experience now Southeast people they do no. So many of we Anyoma people, we are cheating our own brothers. Go so many communities for Anyoma, unity not there that place. Bribery and corruption, evil, wickedness. Now them they do themselves, and they will be telling that Southeast is bad. If they bless Southeast and now land evil, they pass. I go tell you story where they say Anyoma person they do another Anyoma person bad thing. Where they say if you tell that Anyoma person where they do bad thing, say our Southeast brothers bad, you go tell you say shut up your mouth. If you see what in this our Anyoma person do me, you go know say wickedness they this Anyoma land. Stop using nonsense as arguments. We don't want just Southeast. They go feed betray you because of money. They go feed you this one. They go feed you that one. And normal people not betraying each other because of money. They say Southeast go betray because of money. All those things are all lies and propaganda.
Exactly.
To make sure that Anyoma people separate themselves from the Southeast. These are the reasons why we are here to educate our brothers in Anyoma land. For them to know that they are brothers with the Southeast. Anybody where we say tough that they speak the same language, it shows that you people are connected ancestrally. Stop saying that we are speaking Okwane. Okwane is not Igbo language. Every Bia speaking people in Nigeria are called Igbo people. And because of that, every Bia speaking dialect is Igbo dialect. Whether you like it or not, it's a fact. No Okwane professor Kofi come out and say Okwane is a separate language from Igbo language. That professor is just saying out of politics. Now politics that professor they talk. If not, he cannot prove it. You know if he prove it. Person where they understand Igbo language like this. If you speak Okwane give him, you go understand. If you speak Ika give him, you go understand. If you speak Oba give him, you go understand. If you speak Ikwere give him, you go understand. If you speak Ruri give him, you go understand. If you speak Nsuka give him, you go understand. If that person knows say what this language is called is Igbo language, he go tell you say all these dialects are all Igbo dialects. Now what the person will tell you? If you can't tell you not be Igbo person, you are deceiving yourself. You are only suffering from ignorance. You not be Igbo person. You not be Igbo person. How come you people understand each other? How come your own culture and tradition is the same with their own in the Southeast? These are the questions that you are supposed to be asking yourself. No be everything your papa tell you, you go believe. Most of the things where your papa they tell you now, waiting people tell her. Your papa tell you something, not missing a fact, they tell you. Your ancestor is bearing an Igbo name, you are still saying that you are not an Igbo person. Instead of you to tell your father, how come our ancestor they bear Igbo name? Ask and make you see him reaction. Make you tell you say, now what they tell us our ancestor name. Now Uzoka, even at that, we not be Igbo people. Our ancestor Uzoka migrate from Bini. We not be Igbo people. We be Bini people. You suppose with your sense tell your papa say, Daddy, Uzoka not be Bini person, Igbo person. Bini people not be Uzoka. Waiting that Uzoka name in children. They go tell you say, Uzoka name one of him Pikin, Aboloaka. He name one Odimegu. He name the other one Obodo. He name the other one Obolo. You go, they call all those names Benin name. No, all those names are Igbo names. When your ancestor Uzoka settle for the land where he settled, he not speak Benin language. Waiting him they speak na Igbo language. He is speaking his Igbo dialects. Did he come back with Benin culture and tradition? No. But instead, their descendants go start to tell you say they are not Igbo people. Instead of to sit down and reason, think with your brain. You don't know that to get the actual history of a people, you need to use logic and critical thinking.
Exactly.
Anybody will migrate from Benin Kingdom and the person they bear Igbo name, na Igbo person that person be.
Period.
Any person will migrate from Ilefe, he name na Igbo person he be. Those are normal people that are suffering from identity crisis. Stop following Yoruba and Benin people to fight the Southeast. You are wasting your time because those people that you are following to fight the Southeast, they don't see you as one of them. They still see you as an Igbo person, just like they are telling George Oyibe. Wake up, Anema people, wake up. Those that hate the Southeast hate Okwane people. Those that hate the Southeast hate Ika people. Those that hate the Southeast hate Oshinadanocha people. Those that hate the Southeast hate Ikwere people. If we Anema people join the Southeast now, you will see that those people that hate the Southeast will still be hating us because we are Igbo people. Even as we not join Southeast, they hate us. If we join Southeast now, the hate go dey obvious because we don't join our brothers for Southeast. No allow those Anema people when they suffer from identity crisis to tell you say we are Southeast people not be brother. It's very bad to be following an outsider, to be fighting someone that you are speaking the same language with. It's very bad. Just see how that woman they mock George Oyibe. They call him Igbo man. And you, the person where they follow them, they fight Southeast. You feel say they're not they see you as Igbo person. Tell them say if you the person you are not Igbo, they go say shut up your mouth, shut up your mouth. Why are you trying to deceive? The people are Igbo people, that is what they will tell you.
It is laughable.
The people are Igbo, that is what they will tell you. Stop denying your Igbo identity. We are Nyama people, we are Igbo people, and we are expected to support Senator Ned Nwoko and make sure that our Nyama state is being zoned to the Southeast for us to coexist with our brothers, for our Nyama people to grow, for our Nyama land to be developed, for us to enjoy everything that comes with unity. Igbo bofu, and we will never allow anyone to divide us. Ishiagwale.
All right, you have heard it. And before we move forward, this comment here, you said, where is that your comment again? Something covered it here. Benin people are confusing them because they want to impose their Oba to South region. That is true, but the problem is that they are the one also helping Benin people to even think like that. Of course, remember, the even Oba of Benin, Yorubas are dragging Oba with the Benin people. Benin claim that they are the one that actually have the Oba in Ilefe. And so Yoruba people say that the Oba in Benin is an extension of Ilefe Oba. I don't know who is who. You understand? But the truth is that we must identify with our brothers. The name Anoma is Igbo. Of course, it's Igbo. Ndokwa is Igbo. Eche is Igbo. That is Igbo words. Ekaland. All these things is just Igbo. But why some of them are confused is simply because they have seen the number of hate people from other tribes are pushing on Igbo. They feel that no, I cannot enjoy this. But it doesn't matter. So people that will hate you. Those that will love you, of course, will love you. Anyway, let's move to another thing. That's from Uju. I hope Uju Ude. Please, I would like you to subscribe if you are new. All right. I am live today to make sure that just to know if I can, reach out to new people that will subscribe to each other. That's the reason why I would have just run a video and post it that way. So if you manage to come across the video, one thing I will expect from you is to like it and subscribe. Especially if you love truthfulness and honesty. We are here to talk about it the way it is without even pitying ourselves though. Now, this man, Pastor.
Amidele Lokolo is my name. I want to give this prophecy. This is a prophecy. And I want everyone that is going to watch this video to save it. Because you will later come back to this video. I've given this prophecy before. I want to repeat it again. I just came back from a prayer mountain yesterday. I've been on the prayer mountain since on Monday. The Lord said I should send this message straight to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I saw military taking over the Aso Rock. I am seeing military taking over the Aso Rock. I am seeing soldiers taking over the Aso Rock. I gave this message before. The message repeated himself again. Let it not be recorded that it was in the regime of Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu that military took over Aso Rock. What happened in Burkina Faso is about to take place in Nigeria. What happened in Burkina Faso is about to repeat itself in Nigeria. Mr. President, please, this is the time you need to act now. Act now. Plans are going on within and outside Nigeria. Plans are going on. I am saying this meeting. Is a very serious meeting. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that you will have people that will join you to fight this fight. I have been saying this thing. I am not an Igbo man. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because military. I am seeing meeting in and outside Nigeria. Serious meeting are going on. If you do not release this man, what will happen in this nation? It will shock you. What will happen in Nigeria will shock you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the reason that Nigeria are going through security. Nnamdi Kanu is not the reason Nigeria are suffering for hunger and starvation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the reason of the killing of Nigeria. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because what is coming to Aso Rock? It do big go. If war come to us, I go my village. I am giving this message now. I'm speaking as a prophet, not a politician, not a religious person, not a tribalistic person. I'm giving this prophecy. And to all of you who are fighting against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, make una get prepared though. Get prepared one after the other. He go and go touch you now one by one. This is what I see in the spiritual realm. If you know what is good for you right now, Mr. President, I beg of you, you are a good man. This country will not scatter in your hand. This country will not perish in your hand. But a warning from God is a warning. I'm giving you this message so that you will not be in the house and you hear a different news. All the governors that are coming to declare APC as their party, 75% of them are messengers.
Wow.
And wolf in sheep clothing who are coming to know the secret of your camp. Information are going out daily, and daily. I saw it as a prophet. If I tell you that I no agree, una go still there, una go see and it go come to pass. I am Prophet Elijah Bamidele Iluolo. I'm from Edo State, Iyerehu South EBA. Now therefore come. If I tell you something, make una they hear me. See, military are coming. Pray that this will not happen. Mr. President, the Lord will help you. My God will help you. The God of Elijah that answered by fire will help you, Mr. President. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release him so that you will know the battle you are facing. Because right now, the battle you are fighting now, you don't know the battle you are fighting. You have different battles. So once you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, you will see tension will come down. Donald Trump is coming, though. You think I'm joking? They are coming. So, Mr. President, I am with you on this. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your government. No devil will remove you from that seat. But pray. So I will not cry. I don't know. May the Lord bless you, Mr. President. May the Lord bless all the Biafra. May the God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you that is going to watch and share this video. May God bless you as well. In Jesus' name.
All right. That is a message from Bamidele. And this is one of the also, like sometimes when I see people like this prophet, this man of God, who is from Benin, and the name is Oduduwa name, Bamidele. And you see some Benin people telling you that the Eleife, Oba of Yoruba and all that is also from Benin. Some of them say that the Oba from Benin is also an extension of Oba from Ilefe. So all those things is confusing. But I'm not here to talk about Benin Kingdom and Yoruba Oba, no, because let me just focus on where I come from. If you know better than maybe you have something about it, you can also share with us. So we have come to the end of the live broadcast because I just want to spend few time. This is 1 hour 20 minutes and 9 minutes, almost 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, and we are gonna end it here to come back later. Hopefully, I should be on our main platform. But please, if you are new, if you come across the video, make sure you comment and let us know what you think about all we discussed so far about the identity crisis. The topic is so wide, like we have not even scratched it. If you are, because there are so many things to say about this issue of identity, Igbo identity crisis. It has done more harm than good. It has done more harm than good, and many people are falling victim to that. You need to understand that everything going on, happening around us, is about interest. People telling you you're not Igbo, you think that your Igbo is not as good or as polished as Central Igbo. Every tribe, every community in Igbo land have different dialects. And at the end of the day, we have one unified language to communicate with. Because somebody who from let's say, from Ohozara in Abo State, when the person speak, someone from Oka will be like, what are you talking about? But he or she don't understand each other. If you know Igbo language, you will still understand what the person is saying. So that is not shouldn't be a problem. All right. Anyway, we are going to end it here. Christopher, God bless you for being here with us all this while. Goodbye, dear friends. See you later. Thank you so much, Christopher, and all of you in the comment section. Goodbye to you. God bless you. Good morning to some of you, afternoon and evening, depending on your time zone. Please like the video before you end. Before I even end, let me know how many people have liked the video. Let me just scan through that. How many of us have liked this video? Can we see that, or is it not responding? Let me see. I'm sorry, this one is not showing here. I can't see that here. I can't see that. Anyway, view settings. Okay, I've seen that this one is just only 13 people. No, wow, 13 people have liked the video. 13 only. That is very, very, very poor. Very, very poor. So please, if you have not liked the video, please do me a favor. Before we end, let's have your support by hitting the like button. It won't cost you anything. This window has how many likes? Let me get it up and see. This one 10. Wow, it is super. This one 13 and 10. So people watching don't remember to like the video, I believe. One of the window have already generated how many views? This one okay. You get as a B, but no problem. This one almost 4,000 views, but the like button to me, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. Anyway, thank you so much, my people, and please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, this one is 6,000 plus, and this one is 200 and almost 300 view. Yet people they just watch without liking the video. Anyway, see you again. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now. Take care. Oh, wait, somebody said Obama was established by Yoruba, but the first Oba, what do you mean by that? Somebody said, where is Namen Group and Deputy Jesus Group? Thank you. Where is Namen? That Namen TV, that we have talked about him, my dear. And maybe you did not start when we started. Deputy Jesus, I forgot to mention his name. Like I said, this is not the first time. If you have time, we may go through, to share some of their videos here. The reason is because we need to create this awareness so people to understand that if you're having identity crisis, the only way to cure it is to know what to do and how to go about it. If you're afraid of talking, or maybe you're afraid of identifying with to say this is who you are. Like me now, I am pure Igbo man without missing anything. It doesn't matter. Do you understand? This is who I am, and I'm proud of it. In my next life, if there's anything like that, after living long here, because I'm not going too soon. So if there's anything like reincarnation, I believe that is, I will still be an Igbo man. Very proud Igbo man. I love my tribe so much. That doesn't mean that your tribe doesn't mean anything. Do you understand? Please, let's not misunderstand that. He said, okay, I think you have made a correction on that. Oba of Benin was established by the Yoruba, and the first Oba married an Igbo woman who bore the lineage of the present Obas. That is another, people have said this to me many times, but you know, some of this history, when you share it, people think that you are trying to take side, you know. But the only thing I want to focus on is not about who is Oba and who is not Oba. Let Benin Kingdom be Benin Kingdom. Let Yoruba Kingdom be Yoruba Kingdom. Allow us to live and protect our land from Igbo side. That's my own concern. That's my own concern. And Igbo unification should not be compromised by anybody. So my people, if you are okay with what we do here, subscribe to this channel, and liking the video is another way to support us. Because this platform, we are still growing it, as you can see. So your presence and your support will actually, go a long way to help. Thank you, and God bless you. See you again. Bye bye for now. Take care.